Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a very exciting tutorial today on this look right here. And I'm using the new Huda Beauty Textured Eyeshadow Palette in Rose Gold Edition. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on this one. Personally, ever since I got it on the VIB sale, I have not been able to put this baby down. I live for this palette. It's kind of expensive, I know, but I mean, you do get a little bit more than you do in a typical eyeshadow palette. The color scheme is very similar, I would say, to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, but you're also going to get 6 more eyeshadows. That one's $45, this one's $65, $20 more, 6 shadows more. I don't know, just throwing that out there, that's a way to think about it. I did get it 20% off, so that's why I picked it up, honestly, but I seriously love it. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoy it, and if you want to see how I got this look today, then just keep watching. Thanks, guys. Alright, so first things first, I'm just going to prime my eyes in the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I've been really liking to use this as an eyeshadow primer just because it really helps to color correct my tired red eyes. Now going into this Huda Beauty palette, oh my gosh, I love it. We're just going to set all over the eyes with the color Bay, which is just a really pretty matte cream color. And going in with Sandalwood, I'm just going to use that in the crease as my first transition color. This color is such a pretty kind of like camel brown color. It's just that caramely, yummy color. But yes, so we're using this as our first transition shade, and we're just putting that all the way through the crease, and you can see I'm really having to work with it. The mattes in this are not the most blendable mattes, but the colors are so pretty. You just have to really work with them. Alright, so now taking Man Eater as this really pretty red. It's kind of like this raspberry red. It's just so pretty. Anyway, so I'm just putting that into the crease a little bit lower just to kind of deepen it a little bit. I really went in and made this look very dimensional, but we're just blending that just underneath. You can see that I'm keeping my brush low so that it doesn't blend too much into that higher color Sandalwood. And then we're going to go into Bossy. So taking that shade, I'm just going to kind of smoke out the outer V a little bit and then blend it into the Man Eater shade, that red shade that we just put on. And blend those two together, just they look so pretty together. It kind of deepens up that red. Okay, so going into Cocoa, which is just a very chocolatey brown color, I'm going to smoke out the outer V and just get a lot of depth going into it. I'm not going to blend this out too much because I'm going to go in later with one of those pressed glitter pigments, and then we're going to kind of blend them together. So this doesn't need to be super blended because we're going to fix that a little bit later after we put on the pressed pigment. But I'm using packing motions now because I'm trying to just build up that brown to create a little bit more depth, and I'm slowly dragging it in to the Bossy and Man Eater, those red shades, just to blend them together. You know, me and my blending. Now we're taking Black Truffle and we're putting that a little bit onto the Cocoa because I really wanted to smoke this out. I was just feeling like the Cocoa wasn't giving me what I was looking for. I needed more from it, and Black Truffle was doing it for me. So we just put that on to really smoke it out because I wanted it to be dark. I needed more. Now we're going in with Trust Fund, which is such a pretty pressed pigment. It is that coppery, amazing color that, you know, I'm always after because that's just my color of life. Now using my finger is how I'm going to apply it. It really just works best for me. It's easiest. You can use a synthetic brush. I just think that using your finger is just way easier. And just using packing motions, I'm just patting it onto the lid there, slowly kind of blending it into the smoked out outer V. And then we're going to go over it in just a second to blend those out. Yes, look at that color. Now with my blending brush, I'm just going to go blend back into the crease. This is the same brush that I use. It just has no additional product. Same thing with this, no additional product. We're just using the same brush and blending those together so that they are cohesive and beautiful. And since I wanted something dramatic and sculpted, but I did not want to use tape today, I'm just kind of cleaning up those edges. And we're going in with some NYX Matte Liquid Liner, my fave, you know my fave. And we're just creating a winged liner. And yeah, this winged liner really escaped me today. I went a little bit crazier than I intended to. And you know, shit just happens, man. Shit happens. You just go with it. You just let those wings let you fly away with them. All right, we're just going to go in with a little bit of mascara. This is the Bobbi Brown, I think it's called Smoky Eye Mascara, before I pop on some lashes. And now we're going in with my forever favorite Tarte Shape Tape. I'm using a Q-tip because that's how desperate I am to get to the bottom of this bottle, because it doesn't want to give me any more and it's sold out everywhere. So I'm just using that as my highlight, as always, because it's my freaking favorite. If you don't have it, you need it in your life. And to give me a little extra today highlight, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Highlight Concealer in, I don't know what shade this is, light I think? I don't know. It's the Concealer, Highlight, and Posing Nude. Yes, just checked, that's what it is. I just like to add this sometimes when I feel like I need a little bit more brightness in my under eyes. And just going in with my beauty blender, blending that all out. Of course, it's a very dirty beauty blender. Do not look at it, please. I beg you. I beg you. Don't look at it. Don't judge me. And now I'm going to go in with an oldie but goodie Laura Mercier. And instead of baking, I'm just pressing it on and wiping it off because, I don't know, I've been a little bit over baking lately. Like, I just set it with a brush. I don't know. I feel like I just don't have time for baking anymore. Who has time for that? Not me. I don't got no time. Now going in with my newest obsession, the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. I'm just going to take the sculpting powder from that palette, which I've been so obsessed with this palette, you guys. I cannot put it down between the sculpting powder, the cream contour, and the highlights. It is my new, I don't know. I don't know if I want to put the label Holy Grail on it yet, but I'm pretty close to putting that label on it because it's so good. Now the sculpting powder is a nice cool tone sculpting powder, which personally I prefer that. Some people like a warm tone, but for contouring, I definitely prefer something more cool toned. And now we're just going to go in and chisel a jaw. We did the cheeks, the forehead, and I'm also going to go ahead and sculpt out that nose. We need to snatch that shit. Oh, yep, look, there we go. But yes, seriously, if you can get your hands on this palette, I highly recommend it. I have used it every single day since I purchased it. I just can't get enough of it. So double dipping, I'm just going to mix Stunner and Lit. This has been my favorite combination yet, is to do both of them with a little bit of extra Stunner, just because that one is super OMG crazy to the moon highlight. And I'm just highlighting with that. I just love it. Oh my gosh. Ugh, I can't even get enough. Like, just watching this makes me want to put it on again. I think I need more right now in my life. Okay, so going into this Tarte Color Wheel, yet another new favorite, I'm just going to use this blush called Concept, which is just a really pretty kind of neutral blush. So a little bit of something, but not too much. And we're just going to blend that in with a duo fiber brush. Next, I'll be using my ColourPop liner and Swerve to tightline the lower lash line there before I smoke it out with some shadow. Look at, like, what is that face? Does anybody else make these weird faces? Anyways, now we're going into Man Eater, and I'm just going to take a flat brush there, and I'm really just going to line the entire lash line all the way into the tear duct. And then taking Bossy, we're just going to go ahead and put that basically on top of it, but not all the way in, just kind of deepening out the outside. And we're going to do the same thing with Cocoa now, putting that on the corner, but not all the way through. And then taking a tapered blending brush, I'm going to take Sandalwood and just blend those out because I don't like that line to be harsh. You know I don't like no harsh lines. And going with the same Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara, we're just doing the lower lash line. And now for some lips, this is the Stila lip color. And what lip color is this? I have to check. Oh my god. Okay, I just checked. It is the Stila Liquid Lip in Patina. It's the one that I hauled in my VIB haul. And I've been loving this color. It's such a pretty neutral rose color. And the formula is just, it's so good. And it's not very drying. But I've been wearing these things like every day. I just cannot keep myself away from them. I don't know why I didn't try them sooner. But yeah, this is the finished look, and I hope that you guys liked it. Alright guys, that completes this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, as always. I am so super loving this Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition Textured Eyeshadow Palette. Is the bomb. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye guys.